Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's Source Snack Break. I'm Brittany McLean. I'm the Director of Marketing at Source. Today is Wednesday, August 31st, last day of August in 2022. I can't believe it. It's gone so fast. We are going to be hearing from Materials Inc. today. I do see there's some familiar faces, but for those of you who haven't joined us before, you've been put on mute automatically. But we do still want you to be a part of the conversation. We'd love to hear, what you think about the materials that Filippo is going to be sharing with us today, as well as any questions. You can put those in the chat box on the right-hand side of your screen. Also, we'll be sending a recording of this presentation and a copy of the slides to you automatically afterwards. So if you have to walk away or you want to reference it later, share it with a friend, you can do that. So I'll get us started. And again, thanks for bearing with us. I was running a few minutes late here on our call, so appreciate you guys joining us. So I'll let you, Filippo, get right into it and tell us a little bit about Materials Inc. and yourself, and then we'll get in and see some products.
Perfect. Thank you, Brittany, and thank you to the Source team, as usual, for organizing this. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I don't see you, but you see me, so it's great. It's good that we're doing this still virtually. I think it's good to have a flexibility. I love meeting people in person, but I live in San Francisco, and I'm sure people join from all over the country. So it's good to be able to do this still, despite things are going back to being a little more normal right now, which is good. So Materials Inc., my name you see here down here is Filippo. I am the West Coast manager for the company. Materials Inc. is a company based out of New Jersey. We're distributors. We're not manufacturers. We distribute material coming out of Europe. The lead time for our material is usually 4 to 6 weeks. There are a few materials that take a little longer. I'll tell you which ones. And we keep stock in New Jersey. So some materials are actually available for quick ship. Samples are always available for quick ship. We actually partner with Source on their Pro program. So some of the samples of our offerings are actually in stock at their different locations. So for same day delivery. And if not, you always have binders in their different libraries. So on the website, you can find the material. Great. Then I'll try to keep it, go quickly. But if you have any questions, I know Brittany will let me know if they're in the chat, and we keep them to the end. But if not, you can ask them. You can just stop me. I like to keep this conversational, as much as possible. There is another name that you see here. It's called Breda Metals. So that's kind of a new thing for us, for Materials Inc. In 2022. We open a metal division of the company, which is called Breda. It's the same company. It's just the metal division. It's called Breda. It has a different website. And the main reason is that the metal material is a lot more technical. It can be even architectural material, so that you can use even for exterior, not just interior. So not just interior use. And it's more technical. We can provide all the different fabrications that you need, the framing system, the track system. So that's why we have more people working on this division now. And that's why we created a separate website. So I'll start with the metals just because we have a lot of new products there. And again, I'm not going to go too much into detail. I'm not going to speak about specifics. That's not the point of the presentation. It's more to show you what we have. And again, Breda, we offer a wide variety of metal material. And what I'll do is I'll show you this material, but I'm also going to show you some pictures, which I think they speak for themselves. It's really for you to see how you can install this material. So embossed metal is one of our newest lines, really, for 2022. You see how we just introduced these new patterns, profiles. The main thing of this is embossed metal, right? So it's metal, usually stainless steel or aluminum, and you have the different embossed patterns here. So they take the metal sheets, they emboss them. You see all it goes through a machine, right? So you create this texture. You see all the different profiles. Each one of these profiles is available in a lot of different colors. So this is what we have on the website. So we have samples readily available for all of these, but there is more, and I can share with you a PDF, if you're ever interested. There is more available from the supplier. It's just that we don't have samples of all of those readily available in New Jersey. So I'll share the screen, and hopefully, I really want to show you pictures of these. So if you can see the screen, I think Brittany
Yeah,
can
can
confirm
see
you can see, right?
that.
Yeah. You see a lot of these pictures. I'm not going to click on all of them, but you see how this material usually comes in 4x8, 4x10 sheets. And you see how you see a little bit of a seam. Normally you have to put it on MDF or some sort, and then use some sort of clip system to install it. But you see how walls and ceilings, especially for the Ripple one,
Oh, that's really
is
cool.
definitely the most popular one, this one, right? This is a very popular application. You have the timber wood look, right? Which is no wood, timber look. It's actually made of metal, right? You see some of the fixing system, installation system that we can provide, or we partner with local fabricators to do that as well. Sometimes it's cheaper to do it locally, in the US, in whatever state you are. And but you see, right, all these different types of installation for this product. Usually, again, ceiling and walls is the most popular type of application. I've never really seen people building something out of this. Maybe an X and walls or a smaller area, maybe even a reception desk or a bar die, but mostly walls and
Very
ceilings.
cool. I love that
Right.
one that you
So
had at the bottom. I think it was the river on the ceiling. It was at the
yes,
bottom. That
yes,
was a very cool.
that's a very cool one, and even this one is probably one of my
Oh,
favorite
wow.
one. It's
Yeah, I love
a
that.
very clean look. If you're doing a lobby area or something, it's great. And that's the PDF I was talking about, where you really have a lot of different options here. Sorry, it goes with the Wi-Fi, so it might be a little slower. But if I send it to you, you see all the different options available, the different colors. So I can always send you more information, But right now, the main thing is that you get a sense of what we're
Very
doing.
cool.
I stopped sharing the screen, so I think I have to go
Oh,
back
here,
to
I
the
think I can
presentation.
pop it up for you. There we go.
Here we go.
Perfect.
There we go. So sorry, I'm going to have to do a little bit of back and forth. You see that there are some pictures here on the presentation, but I wanted to show you more pictures in a larger scale. So that's one of the materials in terms of the metal materials. The other material that we have, which is kind of new, it's called spiral metals. This is very popular for dividers. Like a divider, you can hang it from the ceiling, you can screw it in, or you can just have a track system, so you have a movable divider. I show some pictures. I think here I don't even need to share the screen because I don't have too many pictures, and I think we put them on the presentation already. But you see how there are 3 different profiles, and each one of these profiles is available in 5 different finishes. And each one of these is actually available in different openings. I
Oh,
don't
good.
know, like you can call it
Yeah.
openness, right, between the metal chains. So here it's the smallest openness that we have for all of 3, but we actually have larger openings,
Oh, cool. Oh,
between the metal chains. So just an option, and just keep in mind, brass is kind of coming back. So I know it's a popular color, and it's available too. The Prosecco here, like the wine, it looks like it's brass, but it's not. We actually have the brass finish as well right now.
very
So that's another option. You see some installation of this material, right? It's again pretty cool for dividers. Some people have used it for walls. You could technically use it even for a cabinet door if you want. Some of them, or ceilings. That's another popular application. And this is all made of stainless steel, and all the finishes that you see back here, they're all painted. So it's actually a professionally painted material, and it's only really meant for interior use. This one, the other one, the embossed metal, you could use it for exterior as well. This one is mostly meant for interior, especially if you use the colorful ones.
Yeah.
If you use the standard stainless steel, you could actually use it for exterior as well, because we can get the marine grade stainless steel, which is more durable. So just something to
And do you
keep
guys
in
sell
mind.
the tracks that it looks like they're on as well, or is that something that you work with
We
outside groups?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that's a good question. So we can sell the truck. That would be something that would come from New York
Okay.
usually. So the only downside, especially if you're on the West Coast, as I am, is sometimes a truck system shipped from east to west. It's a little expensive to ship. So a lot of times we partner with local fabricators where we don't really get in. I mean, we get involved, meaning we recommend the fabricator to the GC or to the designer, but then we let them handle, because the good thing of having someone local producing the truck. If there are any issues with the truck, something that doesn't line up or anything, they can come, in person and fix it very quickly. While if we do it from New York, we cannot really fix it quickly. We have to just resend it back, right? No one can go there and check. I mean, I could, but I'm not like the technical guy. Right?
Perfect. That's good to know.
Yeah. So it's a very good question. Great. And next product. We're going back to Material Sync. This is only interior use, not exterior, and it's called Luce. This is an architectural panel. So I'll show you. So the panel is made like this, right? It's 3 different layers. I always call it like, when you go to a sandwich store and you make your own sandwich, it's kind of the same thing here with the panel, right? Because you can choose between 8 different cores, right? The profiles, the patterns for the core, so for the middle part. And then you can choose the color for the exterior faces. You see all the different colors here available from the factory. Some of these, you see here, some of these are actually colors available even for the interior part. Only for some patterns that you see here, there are some colors available. But, I don't want to get too much in detail, but just to make you feel how you can really not even customize this. You can really choose what you want here, right? You can make your own panel. And those are all the different patterns available, shown in a different like 3D shape. And then really here, you want to see pictures of installation. And I have a lot of them, so I show you more right now. But this is a material, it comes in a larger size, 39 inches wide by almost 10 feet long, the panels. So they're pretty big, pretty lightweight. So this is a material that's used usually for walls. Sorry, my phone. It's usually, I should have put it silent, but it rings everywhere on my phone.
Of course.
Everything is connected now. So the material can be used for a lot of different applications, mostly walls, ceilings, reception desks, dividers is a very popular application, doors, and I'll show you pictures. But the only thing I wanted to say, and in the meantime I share the screen, so I show you the pictures, is that the material, it's very, very easy to fabricate. So it's very easy to cut, just cut the material with a circular saw. You wouldn't ruin the material when you cut it. It's pretty steady. Like when you cut it, it's not going to fall apart. It's going to stay. The shape of the material is going to stay there because it's designed for that. It's designed to be easily cut and fabricated with. And then another thing is a lot of people use it as a replacement to glass, right? So every time you're thinking about using glass for a divider, for a door, for a conference room, you could technically use this material, which is cheaper, it's lighter. Usually glazers, mill workers, installers that install glass, a lot of times they prefer using this material because it's less fragile, it's very light, very easy to install, right? And it's a material that works very well with the lights. So if you're backlighting it, whether it's LED lights or whatever type of light you're using, even natural light coming through the windows, this is a material that's super cool with light, right? It gets you a very nice effect. You see how we can do sliding doors. We can provide the frames and all the hardware for that. And again, it can be done locally. So it's a very popular material. And another thing I want to say about this is it's LEED certified. So the supplier, is LEED accredited. LEED, I mean LED, right? So it can get you LEED points. There is one product in particular, which is the one that has recycled cardboard inside. I'm not showing pictures of that one right now, but there is one that's made completely of recycled material. So not just the faces, the 2 exterior faces are recycled, but even the pattern inside, the main core. So that they can get you even more LEED points. Otherwise, the other ones, they can all get you LEED credits, some LEED points, but the core usually is not recycled, only the faces, right? So you see here that you can even do curved applications, which are kind of cool, right? That's something you cannot do with glass, for example, the curved application, right? So that's something that can be done with this material. We just need to have drawings from you, and we will send you already curved panels from the factory level, right?
That is really
So if we
cool.
have specific drawings, they will curve them there. And you see how you can cut it very easily and create different shapes here. The panels here are here, ceiling, walls, and even on the back here behind the reception desk. So it's a very creative material. You get a sense, right? And if you're doing hospitality, some people have used it for mirrors because the material, we can put a mirror film in the back,
Cool.
right? So you get another kind of cool accent mirror on the wall, or if you're doing a door or a ceiling. It's a very cool product, I think, you know. So it gets you the idea. And then unless there are questions of this, I think I stop sharing the screen and go back to the presentation. Let me see. Here we go.
Perfect.
Yeah,
and I imagine really easy to clean too, in the same way with glass, like
correct.
Yeah.
Yes, very easy to clean. Yeah. You would just not use. Yeah, you just have to be careful not to use like an abrasive cleaner, you know. But other than that, yes, super easy to clean. It's acrylic. It's very durable.
Very cool.
So, and if we offer CU presentations, we do not for this one though. We have a CU for the wood veneers that we sell, and we have CU for probably the metal material. We should have some CU soon. We don't offer it for this one. I may be able to ask the factory. So personally, I'm not accredited to offer CU presentations, but you know, someone in my company is, and I may be able to ask the factory. It's a good question. I'll ask.
Perfect.
Thank you for asking, Marsha. I'll ask the factory.
Yeah,
maybe
you guys get
someone
each other's contact information, so you can follow up.
Yes. So I'll let you know. And what else? I here, you know, I'm kind of running out of time. I just go quickly. This is not a new product. It's kind of new. I mean, it's been a year and a half right now. I just want to remind you that we have it because it's been our best seller. The Timberwood panels, you know, 6 different profiles available. Each one of the profiles that you see here is actually available in 5 different colors. The colors that you see here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there is actually one color missing, which is birch. But you have all the 4 or 5 colors here. There's only birch again, which is the lightest color. But each one of the patterns is available in the 5 colors that you see, right? So just keep in mind, 4x8, 4x10. They can definitely be used for walls, cabinets, reception desks, bar dies, ceilings, even curved applications. This material comes on a fleece back, so it's very flexible. So it's a very, very popular material. And then if you don't have questions on that one, I'm sure maybe if you have questions, you keep them for the end. But just keep in mind, we have more on the website. Something I never speak about is wood floors, porcelain tiles. A lot of times I don't have time to speak about it, but we actually have it. And I know it's always comparable, meaning if you are specifying something for the wall, you normally need some flooring, right, for the floors, or at least even porcelain tiles for the wall. So just keep in mind we have it, and we try to keep stock of all the flooring line that we offer. So it's quick ship, you know, like a week wait time. And also they're very good, very sustainable. They have all the different certifications that you may need. And last thing, they're pretty comparable to our wall materials, meaning good quality, and meaning you will find something that matches the wall material that you selected. If you selected a wall material from us, our wood floors and porcelain tiles would be comparable, right? We're trying to offer things that would be comparable. It could match.
I love that. Yeah, I'm always surprised in a good way when I come to your website and I'm like, oh yeah, they do have all of these different products. Like you said, there's the ones that obviously you guys are very well known for, but I think it's awesome that you have a great range, and like you say that they're complementary products. For anybody who is still here and hasn't had their question answered as we've gone through it, we still have a couple minutes if you want to throw any questions in the chat. While they're thinking about that, has there been anything interesting that you've seen lately, any new trends or things that you've kind of loved, or I don't know, maybe just a project that you've worked on, something that you've learned that you think our listeners today would benefit from?
Yes, thank you. That's a very good question. I think you guys might be, especially if you have a lot of designers or architects in the call, you may be more up to speed than I am with the trends, right? But definitely what I've seen a very good trend right now of it's the timber look. Anything doesn't have to be wood, but all the timber look. So whether it's metal, wood, or acrylic, I've seen a lot of texture material in my projects, but a lot of requests really for this material. And I got a lot of requests for brass too, like the brass color
Yeah.
is kind of coming back, right? So let's see how long the trend will last.
Right?
But those are
I always
the
love to
two main
see.
trends.
Yeah, it's always interesting how things will kind of ebb and flow and come back around. And,
Yeah,
yeah.
and even the green walls. We used to sell a lot of green walls in 2018. We sell the
Yeah.
moss, right? Preserved moss, and it used to be a very big seller in 2019. Then with the pandemic, 2020, 2021 was a little slower because people were not going into the office and
Yeah.
hotels, restaurants. And this year it came back like
Everybody
crazy.
always
So
loves
that's
that's like
another,
the samples. I feel like in the library, people gravitate. They're in
yeah,
these beautiful box with all the colors, and everybody always
yeah.
wants to see
It's a,
those. So they're very fun. Yeah, that's another good
they
one,
come
as I say,
material.
that you guys offer.
Yes.
Well, cool. Well, I don't see
Yeah.
any other questions, but Filippo, this was great just to get an update about what you guys have been up to. And oh my gosh, I love that.
It should move. I don't know. It
I
doesn't
feel
move
like
for me,
it's
but
a
it's good.
gesture, right? Well, that's perfect. And
Great.
as I say, just as a reminder, this will be sent out to you guys afterwards. So if you want to review it, as well as it will have Filippo's contact information there so you guys can connect directly. But thank you so much for your time. It was lovely seeing you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks, everyone. We'll
Thank
see
you,
you next
Brittany.
week. Bye.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
Bye. Thank you, Brittany.